Hi everyone, it's Catherine here from Inky Pinky Cat. I'm back with another Use Up a Magazine kit card, but this time not one of the Kendra's card challenges. This was me tidying up from the last lot of Kendra's card challenges, and I realised I've got loads of these little tiny strips. For anybody who's not watched my videos before will know I don't like to waste scraps, and this is a quite common thing that I will do, is I will make up a panel like this using all of the strips, and that will become part of my background. So I thought, I'll stick the camera on, use up the bits, film this video. I'm desperate to go out. Well, not desperate. I need to go out in a moment to go and do some taxi driving for my husband. So this is a fairly rushed voiceover, but hopefully I'll get through to the end of this in time because it was a quick card to make. And so I'm using a mixture. I did add in a few of the cream pieces of cardstock, and I'm also just going through the bits and pieces that are in the pouch of leftover bits too, and cutting some more strips because I hadn't quite got enough to do the full panel. I quite often do this with just scraps of cardstock, not necessarily pattern paper, but it works just as well with pattern paper as it does with the cardstock, especially if you've got coordinating themes. So I have covered the entirety of the panel with some adhesive. So I actually use the Kingston Crafts adhesive. And then when I've got to the bottom, I just literally do some cutting so that I can straighten up all the edges, turn it back into a full panel. And that is my background done, and doesn't it look fun? At this point, I didn't know what I was going to do with it. I wasn't quite sure what I was going to add. And whether it would go horizontal or portrait, and I ended up with portrait and this lovely oval card topper element. Now, all the card topper elements that are in the paper pack do need mounting on cardstock to make them sturdy. So I just took some cardstock that was in my stash, use Pritt Stick to glue it down, because that I think is probably the best way of doing it, to kind of get glue all over. It stops it from being particularly warped if you were to use a wetter glue, and it just works. Now, ovals are not the easiest of things to cut, but this was kind of forgiving because it got kind of a lighter edge around it. So I managed to fussy cut it all out. Then I went a little bit mad with foam adhesive because I decided I wanted to raise it up. I mean, I kept this card so simple, it's ridiculous. Oh, and the only reason I ever add adhesive is just so I've got wiggle room in case I don't put it down straight. So the panel I've made with the strips is on the background, just adhered flat. Then I've got my little oval that I have popped up onto foam, and then I'm just going to add my bow and then add some gems. The first gem sort of falls apart, but very strangely the domed part of it came off the stickery part. I don't quite know what happened there, but yeah, so I just added my 3 gems in the teal colour. The ribbon is in the teal colour, and I called it done. So a dead simple one, just interrupting the Kendra's card challenges in this Using Up a Magazine kit series. Please do check out the other cards that I've made using this kit. It's an unusual kit for me. It's not really my normal style, and it's been really lovely to sort of like challenge myself to use the things differently. But I hope you enjoyed this dead simple Use Up Your Scraps card. Please do give me a like below, subscribe to see future videos. Thanks for watching. Till next time, bye bye.